Hey guys, it's Megan. Welcome back to the new library, in this case my office, and another book unboxing. I'm sorry this video is backlit again. I know it's going to be kind of fuzzy, but it's all that we can do right now because they're doing construction out in the library. It's kind of noisy out there and stuff, so there are people coming and going. I can't film out there. So we are in my messy office. So this is the August book unboxing. I know it's the end of August, but we're gonna get through it. I am pretty sure that they've sent us more than 5 books because this is some of my like summer shipment. I have them hold my summer books. So let's go ahead and just see really quickly what's in here. I see really 2 small books right off the bat, so I'm just gonna see what these are. When Among Crows by Veronica Roth. Veronica Roth, did she write, is that Divergent? Like, how do I not know that she wrote Divergent? Is that what she wrote? Yes, okay, Divergent. This is a novella, it looks like. Ooh, well, students are gonna love this. A curse, a calling, a sacrifice. Ooh, this looks really cool. Step into a city where monsters feast on human emotions. Knights split their souls to make their weapons, and witches always take more than they give. So I'm not going to read the entire description of all of these books because I feel like that would take forever, but it's about Baba Yaga, who I've heard of from like Slavic folklore, I guess. Yep, that's what it says. It's drawing from a deep well of Slavic folklore, asking if redemption and atonement can be found in embracing what we fear most. Oh, it's in Chicago. It's set in modern day, the Chicago underworld. Oh, I love like urban fantasy. I'm going to see if this one has good reviews. This one is now on my radar. Sounds amazing. Don't know anything about Baba Yaga though. I really should find out more about that like folk tale because I hear about it a lot on BookTube. This is paperback, which of course I'm not a huge fan of, but The End of Always, it's also really short, which I like. It looks like very self-published. I don't know. Interesting. It says the portrait of grief and growth. The End of Always touches on themes of first love, sisterly bonds, and what it means to come of age. That's so funny because I actually wanted to order more realistic fiction. It's like our number 2 most popular genre in our library after graphic novels. And I feel like they don't send me much realistic fiction. They always send, this is Junior Library Guild, of course, sending these. They always send mystery, fantasy. Of course, it depends on what categories you subscribe to, but even then I feel like it's never just pure realistic fiction. So it's about a character whose mom has died. Her dad won't stop prepping for the rest of the world to end, attending doomsday survivalist meetings. They have a secret bunker. They have 36 cans of tomato soup. She has no interest in prepping for the end of the world. She's just trying to finish high school and shield her little sister from their dad's increasing paranoia. So she copes until their dad decides to move them to an endurance ranch, which is a survivalist community in the middle of nowhere. And then she meets this guy named Dane, the son of a hardcore prepper couple. She doesn't feel as isolated at the ranch. She wants to be in control of her own future. And okay, definitely realistic fiction. Not probably my kind of story, but I think students would really enjoy it. So yeah, there are a lot of books in this box, so we'll get through these pretty quickly. Darker by 4, is that what this is called? It's hard to read the title. Darker by 4. I absolutely love this cover. The color is beautiful. Love it. Love everything about it. Love, even the number 4 looks really cool. Author of Jade Fire Gold. Oh yeah. Heard of that book. Ooh, I even love the title, Darker by 4. Like, what does that mean? Are we saying this is maybe fantasy? What do we think? Oh my gosh, it says, I just skipped down to one random blurb on the back, and it says it's a world of revenants, exorcists, death gods, and stolen magic. It's a fresh and fast-paced fantasy. It deals with friendships and a simmering romance, darkly dangerous fantasy, action-packed anime fever dream. I need the sequel. Oh, so maybe it's gonna be a series. Epic journey into a world where dark secrets unfold and the line between monsters and humanity blurs. Oh my gosh. What is this? It has nods to dark fantasy anime and Chinese folklore. It does say it's the start of a new series. Oh my gosh. This sounds amazing. Okay, we have to read just a little bit. It says there's a vengeful girl, a hollow boy, and a missing god. That the main character has one goal, honing her magic to avenge her mother's death. Another one of the main characters is a black sheep of an illustrious family. The world would be at his feet. He had been born with magic, or had he been born with magic. And then one of the other characters is a reaper serving the 4th king of hell. When his master disappears, the underworld begins to crumble, and the human world will be next if the king is not found. Oh my gosh. There's words like darkness, the world's going to fall, vengeance, death gods. Oh my gosh. I'm reading this book too. This is crazy. This is like the best Junior Library Guild box in a while. I'm so excited. Next is this a sequel? Icon and Inferno. I'm going to guess that this is the sequel to, Stars and Smoke. That is just my guess. Yeah, a year has passed since blah, blah, blah. Yes, this is the sequel to Stars and Smoke, which I don't know anything about the first one, but it's by Marie Lu, who wrote Legend and a bunch of other really popular books, Warcross, things like that. So I'm guessing, I don't know if this is going to be a trilogy or not. It says there's some romance in it. YA, that kind of thing. So yeah, I'm not gonna read the whole plot of this one, but we do have Stars and Smoke in our library. It must have been relatively popular, or I wouldn't have picked for them to send me the sequel. Whoa, what is this? Asgardians, Odin. Wow, look at that beautiful graphic novel, I'm assuming, or like comic. Yeah. Oh, it's in color. Love it. Oh my gosh, it's one about Odin, and it's hardcover. So many of these are not hardcover. This is wonderful. Well, I love this one too. This is just a delightful little box. Oh, perfect. Definitely I needed this one. Such Charming Liars. So this is the author of One of Us is Lying. I believe it's in that same series as One of Us is Lying. I don't know. Is it not? I don't know. I've read One of Us is Lying and I don't recognize these names. I'm pretty sure this is not in the same series then. It doesn't look like it is, but she wrote One of Us is Lying, One of Us is Next, Two Can Keep a Secret, The Cousins, Nothing More to Tell, You'll Be the Death of Me. She is super popular in our library. So if I say that the author of One of Us is Lying has a new book out, people will read this. But the fact that it has the word liars in the cover, it makes you think it's in the same series as the other one. But I don't think it is. I mean, I don't recognize these. It doesn't mention anything about it in there. So anyway, so it's going to be a little mystery. There's a jewel thief. Trying to get straight, but she has one last job. The two characters are going to run into each other. There's going to be a killer. There's going to be a romance, potentially. So I'm all about jewel heist stories. So I might actually read that one too. This is crazy how many good ones there are in this box. I've never seen this in my life. Our Wicked Histories by Amy Goldsmith, author of Those We Drown. I feel like I have Those We Drown in the library. I've seen that. I think it's like set on the Titanic or something, and there might be mermaids, something like that. It's her sophomore novel. Yeah, so her first one was Those We Drown. Okay. Who is this author? I don't know this person. Okay. It says that this book will haunt you after the last page. Ooh, the main character is going to spend Halloween. She's been asked to go to Halloween weekend in Ireland at a retreat for the wealthy. Well, this sounds awesome. Does she go? Is that where this takes place? Yes, she goes to this place called Wren Hall. It turns out to be far from the idyllic country manor that she's expecting. I'm not reading the whole thing, just little bits, but the house is damp and drafty. The mirrors are all covered. Oh, this sounds very atmospheric, very fall vibes. There's a tainted legacy. The truth is, people aren't the only ones who keep secrets. Places can keep them too, and Wren Hall is drowning in them. When the past bleeds into the present and ancient sins rise to the surface, Meg must ask herself how well she really knows her one-time best friends and whether any of them will leave the weekend alive. Oh my gosh. Okay, I want to read all these books now. What am I going to do? It's like the best box they've ever sent me. That will have to be the title of this one. We'll go ahead and just take out both so I can get rid of this box. Okay, so two more. Thirsty. I feel like I've seen this one. Is it Mermaids, maybe? Jas Hammonds is the author. Did they write anything else? Oh, We Deserve Monuments. Yes, I've heard of that book. That one was famous. So what is this? This is an exploration of a young woman's hard-won journey back to herself. It's gorgeously written. It's a lungful of air when you're drowning. So is it just realistic fiction, I guess? A story of belonging and longing. The author tackles addiction through showing not only abuse of the body, but of relationships, self-inflicting wounds, and the lengths you'll go to feel accepted. But it ends in hope and wholeness. It's a must read. So sounds very intense. So it's not what I thought it was. I thought it was about mermaids. It's not about mermaids. Nope. Is she like a swimmer? I don't know why it's called Thirsty. Okay, so I guess she goes to parties or something. When she drinks, she's bold, fun, and unstoppable. Past is dragging her down. She wants to join. She has one goal, which is to join this mysterious and exclusive Serena Society. It's like a sorority for women of color. She thinks if she'll be accepted if she gets in there, kind of thing. But more like a coming-of-age, self-acceptance kind of story. Not for me, but I think students will like it. It's another realistic fiction. I'm glad because, like I said, I don't feel like they send too much realistic fiction. And we're on our last book, guys. It is I Will Never Leave You by Kara Kennedy. Okay, I think the library's like haunted or something. I went out there because I heard a noise and there's nothing out there, and this is creepy because I swear I heard somebody, but there's nobody out there. So, okay, I Will Never Leave You. Never heard of this. Atmosphere and thrills? Is it gonna be a thriller? I didn't get that from the cover. Oh yeah, on the back it's kind of creepy. I guess you wrote another book called I Will Never Leave You. I know better than anyone that death isn't the end. Not for Elena and me, not even close. Ooh, a modern ghost story with hauntingly beautiful prose. A sapphic horror thriller debut. Okay. Ooh, a blistering exploration of the ugliest and tenderest parts of love. Kennedy turns the classic ghost story on its head. Okay, spine-tingling story from a new author. It's about a girl named Maya, who's been dating this other girl named Alana, and they're getting ready to graduate, and Maya has always been too terrified to consider the idea of life outside of their volatile relationship until she finally has the courage to break up with Alana while they're hiking in Southern California. Then Alana goes missing. As the police get involved and the media run wild with the story, everyone seems to think Maya is lying about Alana's disappearance. Secretly, Maya knows they're right. If Alana's dead, she's the one to blame. But Alana isn't gone, not really, and she won't let Maya go so easily. So is she a ghost? I'm guessing. It's a haunting, emotional debut thriller about the ghosts we carry and the ones that refuse to leave us. I'm going to guess that she comes back. I guess she is dead and she's going to be like a ghost following her around or something. I don't know. I'm intrigued. I don't think I'll read this one, but I'm intrigued. So all the ones I'm going to read, let's see. Did we like, we like this one, the Ireland Weekend Getaway on Halloween. That sounded amazing. Maybe this one, although I didn't really like One of Us is Lying. Probably not Thirsty. Maybe not, probably not Odin. Probably not the sequel. Definitely this one. Amazing, wonderful. This was the folklore inspired, not folklore. What was this one inspired by? Was this inspired by something too? Oh, anime. This is the anime one. Probably not. And then definitely this one. So overall, a really, really promising book box. Very exciting times. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know down below if you plan on reading any of these books, if they sound good to you. Maybe I put some books on your radar. But there are some I've definitely never heard of in this stack. Some were really popular, obviously, but some I've never heard of. So thank you guys, and I will see you again soon. Bye.